quarterbacks. We're talking some recruiting here in segment 2 of the 5 o'clock hour. We bring in Jess Huffman of the Columbus, Indiana newspaper up there following Gunnar Kiel as Gunnar Kiel, the number 1 overall prospect in America as far as quarterbacks are concerned. Really raised the eyebrows of some Baton Rouge residents a couple of weeks back as he took an unofficial visit down to Baton Rouge, and then following that right back up with an official visit. And our guy Derek Panansky of BayouBengalsInsider.com has been on top of this story as much as information has come out. We've kept you up to date. We bring in Jess Huffman now. Jess, appreciate you joining us. Happy holidays, and talk to us about Gunnar Kiel, the player, for guys and people out there, to our listeners who don't have any idea, just understand and hear the name Gunnar Kiel. Talk to us about what he possesses as a player.
Well, first off, he's a smart guy. He's got a cannon arm. He's got the prototypical quarterback body. He's about 6'4", 215. His coach has given him the pretty much the keys to the offense the last 2 years. Let him pretty much check out any play he felt necessary to, which a lot of high school quarterbacks don't get the opportunity to. Just a really heady player. He's got a good head on his shoulders, and he's got a good arm, and doesn't throw many interceptions. I think he combined for 11 the last 2 seasons, and pretty much shredded the record book that had been pretty much filled up with his 2 older brothers who both played Division I football, Drew and Dusty, who is now at IU. So he's a good player, and for everything I can tell, a pretty good kid.
Jess Huffman from the Republic in Columbus, Indiana, is our guest on After Further Review. Jess, when you get a chance to spend time with him, I know you've written some features on him. What and knowing his family, what kind of personality is he off of the field?
Off of the field, I couldn't really tell you that much because when you talk to these kids, you don't know if they're putting on their media face and trying to give the perfect interview to portray themselves as the golden boy. He's definitely played that card perfectly. His family, his mom is about the nicest person that you'll meet. His dad is the same way, nice guy. By all accounts, he comes from a good family. Has been playing football since he's been able to walk, and all of his friends, speak highly of him. His coaches say that his teachers speak highly of him. He's just everybody knows him at Columbus East High School, but his coach says that he's just one of the guys whenever he steps inside the locker room or the classroom, wherever he may be at the high school. So, for given the circumstances, being the number 1 quarterback, quote unquote, in the nation for a while, I think he's number 2 maybe by some recruiting websites now. I think he's kept a pretty level head, or about as level as a head as you can get for all the attention that he's been getting.
Jess Huffman is our guest from the Republic in Columbus, Indiana. Jess, following his recruiting and knowing that he did commit to Indiana early in the process and then decommitted and kind of opened things back up, what are you hearing up there in terms of where he, what's going on with him and his family and how they're handling the process and kind of what is the local buzz about the situation?
The local buzz is that everybody's guessing, and I think even his teammates are guessing. I did hear the other day he was at an awards banquet at the school, and he was wearing a purple tie, and people were, kind of whispering around, does that mean he's going to LSU? So that tells me his teammates, his friends don't even know what he's going to do, and I think that was pretty much the case whenever he committed to IU. And I'm not even sure Gunnar Kiel knows what he wants to do. They're keeping it really close to the vest, really quiet about the whole situation. And they did the first time around. I mean, I've tried to talk to him about it, and, he pretty much doesn't give me much information. I know that there's 4 schools that he's really interested in, and that's LSU, Notre Dame, Vanderbilt, and USC. I think those are the 4 finalists. The first time around, he picked IU and then reneged on that offer. who knows what's going to happen this time. I think, like I said, the local buzz is no more. We have no more information than you guys have in Louisiana, unfortunately, to share. But I've just been following the websites, trying to gather what I can. And, I would say, if I had to guess, it would come down to LSU and Notre Dame. But that's just, purely a guess.
Well, Jess, look, we appreciate your time. I know it's kind of awkward for us to just kind of reach out like this and contact you, but I know you've been gracious with your time, and hopefully as we go forward with this, I know that kind of the whispers are that the Kiel family would like to do something before Christmas because of the January enrollment, but we'd love to keep in touch with you as this process goes along and see if there's anything else we can get from you, buddy. We really appreciate it.
Okay, thanks for having me on.